I'm Tablecat and welcome to my channel. Today we are playing Ace Academy. Previously we started our match with Akira and we decided to take Akira on one-on-one. We're like, cool, this is going great, and then Akira suddenly got really good and then we decided to use overdrive. Akira has overdrive too, but he depowered, so now it's just Coyote and I taking on the rest of the gears, and that is where we left off. Let us continue. As soon as we are within melee range, we engage the remaining gears. My shield wavers as Coyote duels, and Reborn duels when I've reborn, but it hardly matters. Her blades are blurred as they slice through the air, and she soon has the opposing gear on the defensive. My opponent can barely withstand Eagle's overdrive attacks, and although he managed to get a few strikes in, I ultimately depower him. My overdrive mode expires shortly after, so I turn my attention to Coyote's battle. Even though both her and Reborn's gear are damaged, Aura is in much worse condition from the battle before. You can do it! Don't let us down! Stay quiet. She knows what to do. You can do it, Coyote! There's only one left. You can do this. You got this, even.
That's right!
Go, Coyote!
Aura readjusts and readies her weapon, as does the other gear. They charge each other in a clashing of blades. They seem evenly matched in their struggle until Aura uses a sudden burst of energy to overwhelm the opponent and knocks its blade away. Then she strikes. The blow depowers the enemy gear, but depowers Coyote as well. She used all her remaining energy to deal the final blow. The arena is eerily quiet. Even the announcer is silent.
Hold on, folks. We'll have to check the replay on that.
We win! The air is thick in my cockpit. I'm acutely aware of how my breath comes in ragged pants. Please let us be victorious. An image projects on the stadium billboard. Aura and the Reborn gears blades are locked. I hold my breath as the video unfolds. Aura forces the enemy's blade away and strikes. The gear depowers, and only 1 second later, Aura depowers, which means
Ace 204911 continues their undefeated streak!
yeah, we did it! Again, question, is it possible to actually lose? If I chose to attack Akira to go for the win, would I have lost the match? Because I feel like he would have beat me if I tried to just attack. I don't know, I'll find out later. The ground shakes beneath my feet as the stadium rumbles with cheers and applause. We won?
We did it, brosif!
Cardi lets out a loud cheer as Mayu laughs. I stare out into the crowd, hardly able to register what's going on. The people, the noises, the acrid smell of burnt metal. It's sensory overload. But we did it. We actually did it. With the match finished, gear controls are restored.
I think we can all agree that this was the best preseason match, bar none. Am I right?
The stadium thunders approval.
We'll have the replays available later today. For now, I'll have to ask our contenders to leave the arena so the next match can begin.
Before shuffling out of the arena, Phoenix gives us a salute wave. Speaking of Phoenix, how was it also equipped with the overdrive mode? An uneasiness settles in the pit of my stomach as we return our gears back to the hangar and make our way to the pre-combat room. I quickly change back into my uniform as questions keep swirling around in my mind. When I enter the pre-combat room, I am alone. My teammates must still be changing. I try and collect my thoughts, but they're just as scattered as before. I barely register my teammates' arrival. Sho suddenly throws an arm around me and pulls me close, nearly choking me.
You were awesome out there!
Thanks. I want to share in Sho's jubilation, but I can't stop thinking about how another gear other than Eagle was able to go into overdrive, if only for a short while.
I can't believe we beat Akira and his team!
Maya cheeks are flushed with excitement, and she wears a small smile.
We got lucky we won this time. It was a really close call.
Oh, come on, Kaori. We won against Akira! No matter how close a call it was, we still beat the #1 team at Ace!
That may be true, but they're still the #1 seeded team.
With this victory, we should at least solidify a position in the top 3.
I suppose that's true too.
She lets a smile escape, but clearly, there's still something on her mind.
But isn't anyone else concerned by Akira's overdrive ability?
Yes, I've been trying to figure that out. As far as I know, only Dad understood that kind of technology. So how the hell did Akira get ahead of it?
If he knew about this, then he's got a lot of questions to answer.
A hold of it, I think, is what
But
it
isn't
actually
anyone-
said. A hold of it, yeah.
If he knew about this, then he's got a lot of questions to answer.
He never used it in any previous battles, so this must be a recent addition.
I need to talk to him. Sho nods. I'm glad my teammates understand. With all these questions floating around in my mind, I can't enjoy our win.
Alright, you go take care of business first. But don't forget, today you are still a winner!
It doesn't feel like a win. We are the champions. I could have done better. We did pretty okay. Yeah, we'll do this. We are the champions. As soon as I get all of this figured out, we're going to celebrate properly.
We'll be waiting for ya!
I'm going to see if I can still catch up with Akira. The team nods, and I head towards the hangar. Luckily, Akira is still there. Akira! He turns at the sound of his name and flashes me a smile.
Hey, I believe congratulations are in order.
Thanks. His smile is genuine, but something about him is different.
It's been a long time since I've had a match that close. What a rush. That type of feeling is intoxicating, isn't it? It's the reason I want to be a professional wargamer.
Even though he lost, there's no bitterness in his voice. In fact, he now speaks to me as if we're equals. Yeah, but that's not why I'm here. His smile falters.
What's up?
You went into overdrive mode during the match. How did you do that?
It kicks in automatically when I'm close to getting depowered.
Just like what mine used to do. My jaw sits. How did you get that technology? Akida's smile drops completely at my tone.
It was an upgrade from Eludian. Is something wrong?
How did they get the technology?
I don't know. They didn't tell me anything specific, just that this gear was a prototype. I'm not sure what's going on, but I can get you in touch with them if you want.
I'd appreciate that.
Sure.
He rummaged through his phone and texted me a phone number.
Here's the number to our account manager. Maybe he'll be able to tell you.
Thanks. I feel a little bad charging over and acting kind of cold towards Akira. Of course, he wouldn't know what was going on. Elodian takes care of a large installations like a new core. All Akira would know is how to use it. I didn't get a chance to say this before, but that was a great match back there. Towards the end, I was quite sure who was going to come. I wasn't quite sure. There we go. Who was going to come out as victorious. Akida's smile returns.
Same here. Congrats again on your win.
Thanks. Akira glances past me.
I should get back to my team.
I nod, and Akira leaves. As soon as he's out of sight, I dial the Elodian contact number he gave me.
Hello?
Hi, I'm Satsumaimo, one of the pilots for ACE 204911.
Yes, I'm familiar with you and your team. How can I help you?
I had some questions relating to Akira's core, Overdrive.
Unfortunately, I can't help you. I'm only involved in the team side of things. You'll have to talk to someone in the tech and engineering department.
I see. Is there a person I can get in touch with?
Your best bet would be to try calling Eludian's main number and setting up an appointment.
Alright, thanks.
Good luck.
After we hang up the call, I quickly locate Eludian's number. I try to keep my irritation in check as I wait for someone to answer. Finally, I reach the receptionist who helpfully inquires if I have an appointment or if I'd like to make an appointment. Realizing I was going to get nowhere, I make an appointment to visit the office tomorrow. I'm exhausted and I've made no progress with getting an answer. I text my team what happened and find them waiting on the pod. Valerie and Yuna are there too.
Show got us up to speed.
With how long it took me to activate your overdrive mode, Eludian has got to be working with a prototype or have access to your core's blueprints.
Those are my thoughts exactly. But how would they have gotten those schematics?
I didn't give it to them. Promise.
I give her a weak grin. Not what I was implying, but still, good to know.
Still, that sucks, Broseph.
Maggie nods.
I'm a little surprised the account manager doesn't know that information.
Mina looks thoughtful.
I think for larger companies like Eludian, it makes sense. The account managers are the liaison between the sponsor and the sponsee, so that's their main focus. They make sure the team gets what was supposed to go to them, so they don't need to know how that item was acquired or developed in the first place. The only time you see a lot of interdepartmental duties is when you're with smaller companies.
Does Dashu have a similar model as Eludian?
Oh, yes, definitely. Especially since they sponsor more than one industry.
Well, I have an appointment scheduled for tomorrow. Hopefully, that'll be more successful.
Good. It's easier to demand answers in person.
Demand? Pretty sure that's how you get kicked out of a place.
You can still demand answers. You could just demand answers politely.
He's got to be aggressive if he wants to get any answers. Otherwise, they'll keep passing him off from one person to the next.
Something weird is going on, and I intend to find out what. My voice holds more confidence than I feel. I can't quite this sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach. Yuna nods and speaks gently.
For now, you should try not to stress about it.
Yeah, there's not much you can do.
You're right. I know. I think I'm going to head home then. I don't feel much like celebrating. The team murmurs their Their team murmurs their assent. The mood is completely ruined. Which is too bad because this was the win we've been waiting for. Once I get to the bottom of this, I promise we will celebrate. We say our goodbyes and I head to the parking lot. Then I hop on my bike and head home. Uncle Kaito and Nikki are both sitting on the couch watching TV when I arrive. Hi Uncle Kaito. Hey Nikki. Kaito grins at me.
Welcome back. How was your match?
Actually,
Finally, you're home. I thought you were going to miss it.
miss what?
The Moskers, of course. Did you forget?
In all the excitement of today, I completely forgot about the Moskers. My expression must have given away my thoughts because Nikki shakes her head. I forgot! Play it cool. How could I forget? I don't usually watch this. I don't watch the Moskers. Don't usually watch this. I'm not sure why Nikki is making such a big fuss. She's the one who watches these types of shows, not me. Does it count as forgetting if I never planned to watch it in the first place?
Really? But Leonardo DiCaprio was nominated this year.
Not Leonardo DiCaprio. How could we forget about Leonardo DiCaprio? He was? Will this year be the year he finally wins? Nikki speaks in this sing-song voice.
You know you want to watch it with us.
Yeah, I have a good feeling about this year.
Alright. But I don't know if I can take watching my boy Theo lose again.
We'll be here to make you feel better and not laugh in your face.
Thanks. I snuggle in between them on the couch, just as the opening number starts. Only partially pay attention to most of the nominations. Every so often, I peek at Uncle Kaito and Nikki. Kaito looks about as engaged as I am, while Nikki is practically on the edge of her seat. Every so often, she shout out who she hopes to win. Finally, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. The nominations for Best Actor. Leonardo DiCaprio is nominated for his roles in The Apparition against a handful of people who no one cares about. Uncle Kaito and I look over at each other in solidarity. Nikki leans so far forward in her seat, I'm afraid she's going to fall off.
And the Oscar goes to...
I hold my breath as the announcer rips open the envelope in the slowest way possible.
Leonardo DiCaprio!
Yay! Our boy Theo won! Nikki jumps up and screams while Kaito throws a fist in the air and shouts excitedly. Jump up with Nikki. That'll do, Leonardo. That'll do. Is this real life? So what? I won't choose this one. I can't hold back my grin, and a wave of pride washes over me. This was a long time coming. It's about time he was formally recognized for his talent.
He won!
I can hardly believe it.
Honestly, Nikki, I'm surprised you're so excited by this. I didn't realize you liked him.
This is a momentous event. What's not to like?
Before I can answer, she shushes me.
Oh, he's about to give his speech.
We wait as Leonardo graciously accepts his Oscar and runs through his list of things. And finally, I'd like to mention how thankful I am that we took care of global warming back in 2016 so everyone can still enjoy the wonders of snow. The audience roars with applause. If only that were true. As Theo walks off the stage.
What a classy guy.
Yeah.
Nikki gets back on her feet.
Anybody want a snack?
Kaito perks up.
I wouldn't say no to that.
Same here.
Be right back.
She runs off into the kitchen and returns the plate of strawberries.
Ooh, strawberries.
Uncle Kaito's face lights up as he grabs the closest one to him without hesitation. He takes a huge bite and catches himself as chocolate dribbles down his chin. Wait. Is that chocolate?
Yeah.
I pick up a strawberry and pop it in my mouth. Cream filled.
I also have some filled with gelatin and cookie butter.
This is amazing.
She beams.
Do you really think so?
Yes!
I eat another strawberry in response.
Where did you find this idea?
I don't know, I was just thinking about how I wanted chocolate-covered strawberries, but I hate when the chocolate comes off unevenly or the shell breaks off when you bite into it. I figured this was a better yet still delicious alternative.
I can confirm it is. Uncle Kaito eats another strawberry.
Do you think you can make this at the cafe?
Nikki's eyes glitter.
Seriously? You think it's that good?
Definitely. It's a simple twist on a familiar treat. I have no doubts it'll be well received.
Yeah, and she's right. And I'm not a huge on chocolate strawberries, but it is really annoying when you eat foods like that and it ends up just being messy.
I'd be honored!
Great! What do you want to call them?
Cup berries. Strawberry dream. Fruit suckles. Why would you call it fruit suckles? Cup berries. 'Cause you know, they're like fruit and it's a cup for things. You should call them cup berries. Nikki wrinkles her nose.
I don't know about that.
Why not? It rolls off the tongue.
Cup berries.
Uncle Kaito doesn't hate it.
It sounds kind of inappropriate.
Why does it sound inappropriate? I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll think about it.
Okay, what if we call them?
Cupberry.
What if we call them strawberry dreams? Will you appreciate that
Great.
one? What about strawberry dream?
That's not terrible.
Uncle Kaito looks thoughtful.
It's vague enough that it can encompass all the different filling options.
Okay, cool. At least you're cool with that one.
We'll think about it.
Right.
Well, since nobody here seems to appreciate my genius, I'm going to bed.
It is getting late.
Uncle Kaito stifles a yawn.
Yeah, I think I'm going to turn in too.
He starts to get up, then pops the last strawberry into his mouth.
I thought you were going to bed.
I couldn't leave the poor thing to live on that plate all alone. Better that he's with his friends.
Yep, definitely time for me to go to bed. Nikki giggles. After I help her clean up the kitchen a bit, I head upstairs and dream of dessert. I wake up unexpectedly and blink my eyes at the sunlight filtering through my curtains. Is it morning already? I wonder what woke me up. For some reason, I can't get the feeling I'm being watched out of my head. It must be my imagination. I roll over in bed, check the time, when I see a dark-haired woman sitting beside my bed. Mayu? She smiles cheerfully at me.
Good morning.
What are you doing here?
Waiting for you to wake up.
So she just snuck into her room then? Okay. Don't we have the meeting? Well, I guess we'll see where this goes in the next episode. I am Tato Cat. Have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon.